Interestingly, Dezin, as a daughter, wasn't favored by her mother in life, and even in death she gets the ultimate plot twist of being ground to dust with her body buried in a bamboo forest and her head tossed into an ancient well. What a dramatic family saga. Even her hair and scraps of clothing were collected and sealed under the bed to talk about a commitment to never coming back. Grandma's treatment of her daughter stems from belief Dezin will ruin the family misguided maternal love. The He family was once large, with Grandma and Mr. He raising 3 kids, a real family theme park. Unfortunately, in their youth, Mr. He innocently shot himself at night, making it feel like a sitcom gone off the rails. Grandma had to single-handedly raise 3 kids, talk about a supermom showdown. The eldest son Yiming drowned just to get little Dezin some shoe alterations. Grandma was heartbroken, starting to think Dezin was bad luck, talk about overthinking. From Dezin's perspective, it's a different story. The mother's favoritism towards boys really hits hard. She and her sister Shengxin were like cozying up to a heated blanket, a sisterly bond for the ages. Shengxin's shoe accidentally fell into the river, and her brother, in a kind-hearted attempt to assist, unfortunately met his untimely demise. Talk about a series of unforeseen misfortunes that leave one in awe. No matter how Dezin explained, her mother thought it was all excuses. Family logic is truly baffling. So from then on, the label of brother killer stuck to Dezin like a bad haircut. She stopped trusting her sister. Sisterly love sounded more like an empty joke being told. Dezin lived under her mother's evil spell. Lo, how the plot thickens. She brought in a self-proclaimed expert Okai to exercise her, a recipe for disaster. When Dezin was abducted, she cried for her sister, but alas, her sister turned a blind eye. What a betrayal. When she returned, so much pain, yet no one to confide in. Such a tragic twist. Her sister just got dumped and couldn't care less about Dezin's woes. Hey Dezin, I checked you for bugs. Really, why even bother? Despairing, Dezin chose to jump into the well, the ultimate finale to this melodrama. However, after her passing, the assailant Okai actually sneakily approached Mrs. He. This is truly the epitome of shameless flattery. Grandma woke up to the reality, handling her daughter's remains with such finality. Talk about extreme measures. Of course, Okai tried hard to wash his hands clean. Such twisted logic. Okai actually performed a ritual to suppress Dezin. Truly, it's a case of being caught in a relentless cycle of fear. How can he not be afraid after all these shady deeds? It's like inviting trouble on purpose. Okai handed Grandma the talisman depicted in the photo. He was truly going all out just to seek a glimmer of comfort. She yelled Dezin's name while slapping the photo. What a complicated mess. Faced with her deceased daughter, Grandma's heart was the turmoil of emotions. But for her granddaughter Zaya Okai, Grandma had no choice but to comply. What a tough decision. With the sound falling, Shengxin's illusion was on the verge of collapsing. Truly an astonishingly wispy plot. Okai sensed that something was amiss. Dezin had actually emerged from Zayaka's body. What an incredibly delicate timing this was. But where did Dezin go? As Grandma and Okai searched frantically, out of nowhere, a headless ghost attacked. Okai whipped out his sword for a life or death battle, a showdown for the ages. In the next instant, Grandma was unexpectedly possessed by Dezin, and in a flash, she was wielding a butcher knife, transforming into the new protagonist of the story. Talk about an unexpected plot twist. She succeeded in exacting revenge, ending Okai's life. What a perfect revenge plot. Ojai escaped the illusion, helping Zyokai settle down. Everything seemed to be in place. But then, faced with the possessed Grandma, the suspense just keeps building. Reluctantly, Ojai followed orders and dug up a spherical bundle of serendipitous find. To her shock, the bundle contained a human head. Dezin's head. Talk about jaw-dropping. Dezin's entire ordeal is undeniably linked to Okai, and justice has been done, as it should be. But what truly irritates Dezin the most is her mother. What an unexpected true antagonist twist this is. Why can her mother be so cruel? She is her child too. What a heartbreaking truth. Is sacrificing herself the key to family peace? Emotions are indeed tangled. Dezin uses Grandma's body to repeatedly bow to her own head. What extreme self-punishment. Yet there was no thrill, only sorrow, like missing out on love. Ultimately, she couldn't bring herself to harm Grandma, considering that Grandma still needed to care for Zyokai. Such a heartfelt and moving display of filial piety. As it turns out, Shengxin had already passed away. Dezin realized, what a twist of fate. Who dares to sever ties so easily? What an unfortunate scenario. Shengxin never accepted her death, wanting to stay with Zyokai. Her dream became a bittersweet fantasy. If you find this story amusing, don't forget to like and subscribe.